every Monday, a part of CS.
What is up? What is up? What is up, everyone? Everyone! It is another day, another time, and another week for you as in my favorite Monday night show. I'm not talking about Monday Night Football because that's over with. I'm talking about Real Talk Monday. You all. We are here. We are here. We are here, and we are ecstatic about what God is doing. How are you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am well. I'm well. I'm well. Y'all, last week was a powerful episode. And this week we just gonna go higher. We are still in Kingdom Reality Check as our theme, and we just gonna take it to another level tonight, y'all. I hope y'all ready for that. And also to our audience, I know y'all seen today that we did something brand new at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We are coming out with a midday devotional. We're gonna keep that going for a little bit. Y'all let me know how y'all like that. All right, y'all let me know, and I need y'all to interact with us. It will be aired on Facebook on Mondays at 12. It will be aired on Facebook at 12 p.m. daily, and it will be released to YouTube at 12 midnight daily. All right, y'all. And the podcast version will come out at 12 will come out at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on every major podcast station. All right. So tonight, y'all, we have a powerful episode for you all on tonight too, and we just taking it a little step higher. We taking it a step higher. We talked last week on some powerful topics, but tonight we are talking about what do you do? What do you do when you have faith? When you have to have faith, but you don't have no confirmation? What do you do when you have faith, but there's no confirmation? Mm, sis, that's a good one.
That's a real good one.
Oof, faith with no confirmation, because let me be honest with y'all and let me keep it all the way real with y'all. There's been times where I had to have faith that this was going to happen, that something was going to happen without any confirmation. I just have to be like, all right, God, you told me that this is what was going to happen. And because you told me that, I'm just taking you at your word, because you are a God that cannot lie. So since you a God that cannot lie, I'm taking you at your word on this. So like, God, I'm gonna need you to do what you said you're gonna do. And let me be honest with y'all, those are some of the hardest moments because you ain't got nowhere else to go. It's like, God, what do I do with this moment? Like, God, I need your help at this moment. God, I need you to show me where my next step needs to be. So, sis, I'm gonna let you kick it off with the questions tonight.
First question tonight is: can real faith exist without emotional reassurance?
I think it can. I think it can exist without emotional reassurance because you gotta have faith is nothing more than for all I trust him. That's all faith is. As my pastor breaks it down all the time. For all I trust him. You don't need emotional reassurance to trust God. You just need to trust that, you know what, God, I know you're God and I know that you are God that is going to do exactly what you said you're going to do. So since I know you can do it and because I know that you are available and able to do it, I'm just going to trust you.
So, okay. I think it is. I mean, real faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. That's how I feel. And with that being it, you choose the obedience and trust in the process, even when your emotions or your situation feels like it's not going to happen. This is a lie. This
Mm.
is not true. This is not the right way. Don't follow. Just give up. Just quit. That faith makes you change it. So, faith is like saying, okay, God, I don't feel safe, but I trust you.
Ooh. Mm. Can you say that again for the people in the back that may not be listening?
Faith is saying, God, I don't feel safe, but I trust you.
God, I don't feel safe. God, I don't feel safe, but I trust you.
Mhm,
Mm. Oh my God. God, I don't feel safe, but I trust you.
mhm,
That's powerful. That's all faith is God, I don't feel safe, but I trust you. And that's important. You gotta have faith in him when you don't even you gotta trust him when you can't even trace him. All right. All right. I'm gonna let you ask another one, then I'll go into some.
What does faith look like when God gives instructions but no details?
Faith looks like stepping out of the boat. Faith looks like stepping out of your comfort zone. Faith looks like, God, I know you called me to start this business, but I don't even have a business plan. But I'm gonna
Mhm,
just step out on faith and do what you told me to do. God, I know you told me to write this book, but I ain't never wrote a book a day in my life. But I'm
mhm,
gonna just step out on faith, and God, I'm gonna allow you to be the pen and the paper. You be the author.
mhm,
That's what faith looks like. Faith looks like just trusting God even when things don't make sense. Because there's gonna be times where you gotta trust him where it don't make sense. Because it's not always gonna be making sense. It's gonna be like, God, I don't understand this. God, I don't know why you doing me like this.
mm.
But I still trust you. Like, trust me, y'all. I've had some moments. This year's just getting started. And I've had some moments where I had to be like, God, I don't see how I'm gonna get through this finish line. But I still trust you. God, it ain't making sense right now. But I still trust you.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna ask you some now. All right. How do you move forward when you don't feel spiritually sure?
You just move anyway.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. But
Yeah,
look, how am I gonna move forward when my feet are stuck on the ground? Like, how can I move forward at that point?
because when you have faith, you just go with what the spirit tells you. It's not what the eyes can see. It's not what the known is. It's the unknown and trusting the process.
It's the unknown and trusting the process.
Hmm.
My God. For me, it's just simply just putting 2 feet and 1 foot in front of the other.
Hmm.
And being like, you know what? I'm walk this thing out. And in this season that you are going in, you are gonna need friends around you that's got that faith. That faith that, you know what? Look, it don't make sense right now. We know it don't make sense right now, but guess what? We're gonna do it anyway. We know it don't make sense right now, but guess what? We're gonna make it happen anyway. Sorry, next one. Does silence force us to grow deeper roots in faith?
Absolutely.
You said absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. I agree with that. Silence definitely does because guess what? When God is silent, we said this before. That's when you got to trust him the most. That's when you got to be like, God, I know you're silent right now, but I still trust you. God, I know you silent right now, but I'm still going to do what you said do. I know I don't understand it right now, but God, I'm still be obedient and do what you said do, even though it doesn't make sense. We have to be able to say, God, even when it doesn't make sense at this moment, I still trust you above all my pain, all my sorrows, all my troubles, all my tribulations. And y'all, I'm about to say Hannah's favorite word. In order to have that faith, you gotta fast to have that faith. The scripture tells us these things only come by fasting and praying. You gotta fast to have that kind of faith, which means that you gotta put something down that you absolutely love in order to listen and get into communication with God. Because sometimes God will cut you off from everything else so that He can have that one on one conversation with you.
Because faith isn't loud. Um, it isn't always emotional. It isn't always certain. Mhm.
I like that. Faith isn't always loud. Faith sometimes is just like, I got up this morning, I went to
That
work.
way. Yes.
Mm,
Like, okay, you're out working. Sunday was super long. And then you get in, you get the kids down, it's 11, and then you have to be back up sitting at your desk, even if it's at home at 6 a.m. Get the kids ready, you still make breakfast, you still make lunches, you still lay out clothes, you still do hair, work your 8 hours, then you got to get somebody to therapy. Then after that, you got to work your business. So you got to go get inventory, then you got to pack and ship orders. Then you got to cook dinner, take somebody to dance. And then after that, you get like 30 minutes, you read your Bible, you get ready for your show. And then after your show, you hit the gym, and then you're going to lay it down.
facts. Facts. Like literally. That's what faith looks like. Like
Mhm.
God, I don't understand it all of this right now. But somewhere in there, I'm gonna make sure that I get some time with God so that I can commune with you. And then I'm
Mhm.
gonna get some time by myself to where I can make sure that I'm good physically and mentally and emotionally. Because y'all, if you don't make sure that you're good physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you're messing up. You're missing the mark. You are literally setting yourself up for failure. All
Because you
right.
cannot pour from an empty cup.
Mm. Y'all, my sister has been on me about that. My sister Hannah has been on me about that because my thing is, I try to be everything for everybody. And my sis said me, and she's like, bro, but what are you doing for you? And then I would be like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay, that's good. But what are you doing for you? And then I tell her something else I'm doing. Okay, but what are you doing for you?
Mhm.
And when she told me that, I would sit down and I'm like, I ain't doing nothing for me. And she's like, I know you're not. That's why I'm on you right now. Like, get it together. Like, y'all, I say this every week, but I'm going to say it again. I'm a better man because of Hannah Irby. That's why.
Mhm.
I'm showing up as my healed self because of Hannah Irby. All right, y'all. So, next question. Have you ever obeyed God intentionally, while internally questioning Him? Have you ever obeyed God while internally you like, God, this ain't making no kind of sense?
Yes.
You want to elaborate? You want to give an example or?
Obeying God when I feel like it's totally against the grain. Why are you doing this to me? Why now? I don't want to deal with this in this day, month, season, week. We were past this. That's my favorite one. Like, I thought we were
Mm,
past this. I don't
mm,
understand why we're going backwards. It's supposed to be moving forward. Why me? Why now? Oh, um, definitely. You know, number 25 was a joke phase for me
Mm,
in human form in 2025 version. And I definitely to do a lot of deep searching to get through that season because it was tough. I believe it does get stronger when you go through things like that because you see the light at the end of the tunnel through the experiences and the scenarios and situations that you encounter in real life. Your testimony becomes stronger, and a stronger testimony allows you to touch and impact more people and change lives. So it's part of the it's your divine purpose, but it is very painful.
man. Growth is painful. Growth is definitely painful because what don't grow you will kill you,
Hmm.
or you'll be stuck in the rut.
The same position, the
Hmm.
same situation, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. That's why some people are like, they never overcome certain scenarios because they just get stuck.
For me, this year, I'm not. I used to be the circling the block king. I used to be the circling the block king, knocking on locked doors. Like, God, why are you locking this door? Let me unlock it real quick and let me peek behind there and see what's there. Even though I know what's there, let me still peek behind there and see if it's like got cleaned up a little bit. But this year and this season, I got too much going for me to turn back around and look at doors that God has already shut. We moving forward this season. My motto this season is what the devil meant to kill me, God is using to bless me. Like I told the church last week, before I even started preaching, I told the church last week, I said, look, my way I'm feeling right now, the devil should have killed me when he had the chance. Because now, every chance I get, I'm putting my foot on the devil's neck and letting them know, like, look, you messed up because you let me live. So because you let me live, guess what? We got beef. And I got my foot on your neck every chance that I get. I'm putting my faith in God because the God that brought me out last time is the same God that can bring me out this time. And sometimes what you need, sometimes your faith gets strengthened by looking at the people that are around you. Let me let me explain what I mean. Like there might be situations that you're going through and you're like, I can't make it through it. But then God will put people around you that are going through that same situation and allow you to see, I don't have a respected person. If I did it for them, I can do it for you. So if I'm providing for them a way through their situation that looks similar to yours, what makes you think I ain't gonna provide a way for you?
That's so true. Same grace.
Dude, same God, same grace,
Hmm.
same power, same anointing. He's like, look, I ain't changing. I'm still the same. I'm a God that never changes. So guess what? The same way I delivered yesterday, I can deliver today. That's what I love about him. All right. So, have you ever confused faith with needing consistent signs? Have you ever confused faith with needing consistent signs, Hannah?
Yes.
I definitely have too. There's been times where, like, I thought I had faith, but in all honesty, I was needing God to show me. I was needing God to show me signs consistently. Consistently, I was needing God to show me signs every day. I thought I had faith, but consistently I was asking God, like, God, okay, I trust you, but I need you to show me a sign of how I'm gonna be delivered. Faith is just basically saying, God, I don't even need a sign. All I need is your word. And if I got your word and your word is telling me to go forth, guess what? I'm gonna go forth and do what you called me to do. Jesus didn't need no sign. All he said was, Lord, if it be thy will, take this cup away from me. But here's the part that I love. He said, but nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. And Hannah, right. T. Marie, you're right. Faith is hard. Faith is hard. It is hard to have faith in something that you can't see. It's hard to trust something that you can't see the finished part of. All you got to do is just trust that it's there. So I'm gonna give y'all an example real quick. If I asked you to step out on a to step out on a bridge and you couldn't see the steps ahead of you, but I'm telling you that the steps are there. Are you gonna have faith that the steps are there? Or are you gonna be weary, like, look, I can't even see these steps. Like, how am I gonna make it across this bridge? Faith is basically trusting that the steps are there, even though you can't see them.
For sure. Like trusting the unknown.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
faith is trusting the unknown because, like we said, you can't see it. It's not right in front of you. Faith is saying, I got $1 million when you only got $2 in your back pocket. Faith is saying, I will be successful in my business when you ain't even got your business off the ground yet. That's what faith is. Faith is putting God at his word, taking God at his word, and reminding God what his word said. That I am the head, not the tail. I'm the lender, not the borrower. I am above and not beneath. I will be successful. I will win. My generational wealth will come out of this business. That's what faith is. Taking God at his word.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't always easy.
Mm-mm.
Anybody that tells you it's easy is lying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hannah, I'm gonna let you hit us with some.
You want me to do so?
Yep, go on ahead.
Well,
Mm,
hmm.
I think we looking at the same one.
Yeah. What does mature faith actually look like?
Mm. Mature faith mean what mature faith actually looks like is telling God, look, I trust you. Mature faith is stepping into a fiery furnace when the furnace is turned up 7 times hotter and saying, we know our God can deliver, but even if he doesn't, we still gonna trust him. That's mature faith. Stepping into the unknown and taking God at his word. That's what mature faith looks like. Totally surrendering your will to his will, your plan to his plan, whipping up your list and taking God by his commandments, taking God's commandments and allowing your list to follow through His commandments. Because sometimes we are more addicted to our list than we are His commandments. I like this. Mature faith is not just saying I trust you, but moving like you trust Him. Come on, T. Marie.
Hmm.
That's what mature faith is. Moving like you trust Him. When the rest of the world is looking at you crazy, you still moving in that way that you need to move because you trust Him continually, consistently. You're trusting Him. All right, I'm gonna let you ask a couple of more, and then I'm gonna hit you with this hard one.
And to me, like mature faith is, it's steady, it's obedience without needing applause, it's
Mm,
consistency when nobody is watching. So that is what it looks like to me.
I like that. I like that.
Hmm. You ready for another one?
Come on, come on.
Oh, that's a good one. How do you explain faith to someone who needs logic and evidence?
Ooh, you explain faith like this. You explain it to him like this. This dollar bill. If I whip it up, is it still a dollar bill? If I step on it, is it still a dollar bill? If I throw it away, is it still a dollar bill? Yeah, it's still a dollar bill. Okay. The air that you breathe. Can you see the air that you breathe? Can you touch the air that you breathe? Can you smell the air that you breathe? You can't do none of that. So how do you trust that the air is there? I can just feel it. Okay. That's how faith is. It's a feeling. You just gotta have a faith that you know what, look, something down on the inside of you is gonna be like, look, even though I've been whipped up, even though I've been tore up, even though I've been cut up, even though I've been beaten down, I still have faith that I'm still valuable. I still have faith that I'm gonna come out of this. I still have faith that my family will be better. I still have faith that no matter what, I'm gonna be successful. Even in my darkest moments, I will be successful. What about you? You on mute?
Having a toddler tantrum in this room. But anyway, every day,
We might as well make my Bella Boo like co-host.
like get her a microphone and let her
Yeah,
pretend like she's in the show.
yeah, like cause she making her entrance. She letting us know we the Temptations and see David Ruffin.
For sure. But she doesn't feel too good today. She had a really long day. Um, so hmm, faith is faith. It's not blind belief. Blind belief ignores evidence. Faith evaluates evidence and still chooses trust beyond what is immediately visible. And a really strong faith. A lot of people notice that, parents, like just people I come in contact with. But my faith really didn't evolve until like last year. Like that's really when I stepped into the faith realm to the divine level that I needed to be because really was not on it till then. And it's good. I like it. It's scary sometimes, but it's like, okay, we're doing this.
Mm,
Hmm. Because
mm,
you gotta think about it. You get on a plane and you trust the pilot you never met.
come on.
Yeah. Mhm. You
You
invest
get,
in your education before seeing the full return, and, a lot of us ain't getting that return on that education with the way these salaries
come
matching.
on.
So,
You go to a restaurant and allow somebody that you ain't never even met a day in your life to cook your food.
I got a better one. You'll love someone before you have proof they'll never hurt you. Yeah, it's just informed trust.
You will love someone before you got proof that they'll never hurt you. My
Mhm.
God, that's good because every last one of us have been there.
Yes.
And if you haven't, if you say you haven't, you're lying to yourself.
Mhm.
Every last one of us have fallen in love with somebody that if we had to do it over, we would be like, what was I thinking? But I don't consider that a loss. I consider that a lesson learned because either either you was a lesson or you was a blessing. I don't take
Right.
losses in this season. I'm either getting blessed or I'm learning lessons. There ain't no losses in this season.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with a good one. Does God sometimes remove confirmation so we learn dependence? My
Yeah,
God.
he definitely does that, because when you get comfortable with the confirmation, then I feel like your faith declines because you have the confirmation, so you're not relying on your faith as heavy or as you should or as you can. And so definitely know that, yeah, he does that. Been there, experienced that a couple times.
I agree.
Mhm.
All right. So I definitely agree with that. Like sometimes God will remove confirmation so that you ain't got no reason but to trust him. You ain't got no choice but to trust him. He's like, I'm gonna
Yes.
remove everything logical out of your way.
Mhm.
It's about to be just me and you.
Mhm.
What you gonna do in this situation? You can't depend on mama. You can't depend on daddy. You can't depend on your best friends. What's up? It's just me and you.
Right.
I agree with that. And how do you stay spiritually grounded when you don't feel God's presence? My God.
Mhm.
Mm, how do you do that? Because that's hard.
That is hard. How do you stay spiritually grounded?
Mm.
Mm.
When you don't feel God's presence.
You have to, you know what I would do. Um, pray.
One,
Definitely
two,
gonna go into a
three.
fast.
Fast.
I'm going fast. Like when the presence is not there and the confusion is really loud and the outside noise is way more than me having the ability to hear him, I go into a fast because I need my clarity back. And like now, like what we're doing in this chapter, and me and James are on our own challenge, and we are gonna see who wins it. But in this challenge, like the clarity we have in this season and like our productivity and our communication and just the things that God is doing for us because we took this challenge together, like is amazing.
We are
So
being blessed. We ain't
definitely,
losing no AirPods.
yes.
We ain't losing no AirPods.
We gonna let that go. We are not. We are not.
Woo! Y'all, let me tell y'all, Hannah and I have always been this close. We have always been this close. But I will tell y'all, there was a time where we kind of co-signed on each other's shenanigans a little bit, just a tad,
Mm-hmm.
and then God had to sack us.
He did.
And when He sacked us, He sacked both of us at the same time.
Both
So
of them.
then, so then at that point, we just became more connected. Where it's like, all right, we're gonna do this together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the difference in our productivity and our soul productivity in the way that we're moving, in the way that we're growing spiritually, emotionally, physically, even with this soul. It is growing because of what me and you are doing together.
And God is financially blessing us in our business and in our desires of our hearts by the challenge and pouring into taking care of our bodies and just doing the whole
Mm,
it's just we really tell people I'm like people like, I don't know how you do that. I was like, God, only way.
mm, mm-mm. That's
Mhm,
it. That's it. Like it's only God. And like I had to call Hannah and tell her, I'm like, sis, literally, this is how I know that God is working. And I gave her a situation and she laughed and she's like, bruh, that ain't nobody but God.
mhm,
Now, trust and believe me, the devil been showing his ugly head and trying both of us
yes.
in different ways. But we are staying strong. And whenever we get a weak moment, we call each other. We like, yo, look, this is what I'm going through right now.
Mhm,
You know, it's my weakness. This is what I'm going through right
mhm,
now. And before we do something stupid, both of us are
mhm,
talking each other off the ledge. And that's what I love about it. This season, you don't need nobody that's co-signing your shenanigans. You need somebody that's going to be like, you better than that.
mhm,
You are better than that. You need somebody that's going to speak to the CEO in you, the king in you, the
mhm,
queen in you. And they ain't gonna play about you and they ain't gonna allow you to play about you.
mhm.
All right. So I got a couple of more I'm gonna ask. I got one more I'm gonna ask. Well, no, it's your turn. We'll go one apiece.
Um, have you ever lost something because you stepped out without proof?
Mm, most definitely. I lost it. And when I lost it, I realized it wasn't for me in the first place. I lost it, and God blessed me with better. Because my thing is, if it's left, then it wasn't for you in the first place. The God I serve ain't gonna just allow something to leave without blessing you with better. So the season I'm in right now is I'm praising God for the better that's on the way.
Mhm,
Because I know that if He's taking something away, guess what? Better gotta be around the corner.
mhm,
So it's like I said earlier, I ain't circling the block no more because I understand that behind the block there's nothing there. But we're looking full steam ahead. What about you?
mm. Whatever I lost, I wasn't meant to have. Like I'm really it just wasn't meant for me. And
Hmm.
it wasn't a loss, it was a lesson learned. It was a season that we experienced and we're on to newer and better things.
I like that. It wasn't
Mhm,
a loss, it was a lesson learned. And that's big. It wasn't a loss. It was a lesson learned. I ain't even
Mm-hmm.
mad at you. I thank you for your lesson that you taught me. I thank you for the I just thank you for just allowing myself to guess what? Get to where I needed to get to. So because you did that, guess what? I ain't even mad about what you did.
Mm-hmm.
We moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Um,
So all right. Hannah, I'm gonna allow you to close us out with some words and then I'll come back to.
you enjoyed tonight's episode. We have great new episodes coming up, and please tune in for the daily devotionals. They are amazing. And we have a lot of stuff in the works, which you will see over the next couple of weeks. Have a great day. Thank you.
Yes, y'all. Let me tell y'all, the daily devotional, I'm gonna give myself some credit on this. The daily devotional came out because number one, me being obedient to God. But if I would have done it the way I was wanting to do it, it would have been simply a devotional on the Bible app. And we would have done it that way. My sister told me, why are we doing it on the Bible app when we can just do it with our motto, our theme for this season is kingdom. It is our theme for this season is the kingdom reality set. Why don't you do a devotional on that? And I try to find devotionals on the Bible app like that, and she's like, "Bro, I'm talking about you do it." She called me out for it, and y'all, we here now, and that's where we at. We thank God for the fact that I got people in me here that see the value in what's going on. So y'all trust and believe me. Like she said, we got some great things in the works. We got some fire things coming out very soon. Very soon. Like legit, we coming out with some great fire for y'all. Um, these next couple of months, it's about to be crazy. What God is about to do in these next couple of months is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be big. And tomorrow, next week, y'all, we are talking about trusting God in hidden seasons. Ooh, trusting God in those seasons where you're hidden. So y'all don't want to miss next week's episode because we got another good one for y'all. So Hannah, go on ahead and hit me with that favorite. You know that's my one. Gotta hear it.
Don't let your procrastination be the assassination of your success.
That's it right there. Yes, I love that. And mine is sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments. Meaning some things that we're looking at is bad. God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. I will see y'all on Wednesday night. You all do not miss Wednesday night because there's an announcement coming on Wednesday night. And y'all don't want to miss that, all right? Peace. Love y'all. God bless. And make sure y'all tune into the podcast too.
Thank you for watching the James H. Glover Studios exclusive episode. We pray you've been blessed. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to all of our stations. Be blessed.